2, 1.
Well, it is Thursday, Jace, which means that we're starting to come to the end of the week. Yesterday was a crazy day. We're excited about the whole NVIDIA thing and what that was going to happen afterwards. But that being said, guys, I'm Matt. He's JC with Empire Algorithmic Trading, here to bring you your daily dose of VWAP Vision's Stock Talk.
It's where the volume weighted average price helps us make sense of the market, Matt. So let's get right to it. Let's talk a little stock.
Talk stocks. All right, buddy. Well, like I said, it's Thursday, and let's dive into it. Let's see what happened post-market, pre-market, throughout the day. I want to know.
It was an interesting day, right? The market opens up kind of flat, sells off a little bit, and then rallies up into the close. So, pretty bullish session really across the board. You know how the past couple of weeks we've been talking about kind of like underneath distribution, the market's not doing much, but leading stocks are just getting crushed. The exact opposite happened today. Some previous breakouts had some really big moves. It's going to be it was an exciting session. Looking at the watch list, seeing some moves on some of the stocks on the watch list. There's some good stocks that are setting up, that are making moves above the VWAP, getting ready for us to jump on board. So all in all, it's a very exciting session. We get to move the anchor on everything. The S&P 500, new high on the S&P, so we move the anchor right over on that one. Nasdaq Composite, it followed through on its rally, and we're moving that anchor as a new high on the S&P or Nasdaq Composite. Small caps rallied up, new high, and then same thing, and move high, move the anchor, and then same thing with the mid caps, rallied up, new high, move the anchor. So looking good above the board, and then bonds broke out.
Huh.
Which is a pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty sweet scenario. Moving the anchor across the board, and you got a bond breakout. Plenty of room between bonds in the VWAP that would signal any danger zone. So we have some comfort zone there. We're getting some confidence. We have confidence, I should say. We're not getting confidence. We now have confidence. Buyers are clearly in control. The anchor's moving. Now we can start taking advantage of some of these breakouts. And I know I said, it's always better to wish you were in than wish you were out. And, it's easy to say and it's hard to feel. Because there's definitely some stocks that I was like, God dang it, we got the signal, but I just didn't participate in them because of the red zone. But I'm obviously regretting that today.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that is it for our general session. What a fun thing. Like, what a fun couple days here in a row. I know we were a little nervous at the beginning of the week about what this midweek was going to do. And it's fun to be here and see what it has done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
But that being said, guys, up next, we like to talk about some of the big movers. And all of these movers are brought to you by our algorithm and our daily buy and sell signals that algorithm shoots us over on Patreon. So head over to Patreon, patreon.com/Empire Algorithmic Trading. Subscribe and get yourself access to those daily buy and sell signals. Also, Jason and I like to talk a little bit about how we use those signals in our trading. We do arrow reviews each and every day where we talk about some of those that are coming down the pipeline that are poised for a really big breakout. And we also talk about what's failing, where is it failing, how is it failing. Don't hang on to your stuff and everything there. Again, patreon.com/Empire Algorithmic Trading. But Jace, who moved? Where'd they go?
It was an interesting day. PAHC was up 19.4%. It was a red zone breakout for us. 31.85, currently at 38.46. Amplitech Group, it rallied up 11% today. It's looking like that shakeout is holding right at the 20-day moving average, kind of rallying up off that. If it retakes its original buy price, that would be a second buy signal. It hasn't flashed a sell signal yet. So that's a pretty bullish sign when a stock collapses like that much, doesn't flash a sell signal and overtakes the buy. That's a good move. Tiger continues its volatile ways, found support right at the 10-day moving average, rallied up 10.7%, and then recent breakout PAHC up 8.6%. I tried to put an order on that. I was a little late yesterday, so I put an order this morning, gapped up on us, and then rallied away from there. Kind of got away from us. ARX just went the other direction. It got crushed. Down 26% today. I think it might have reported earnings. I'm not 100% certain. Flashed a buy signal for us and really wasn't doing much. And then the sad thing is it never flashed the one-day sell signal. It didn't even flash the 5% sell signal. It traded close. It was down like 4.8%. Kind of rallied up yesterday, and then today it just gapped down.
Are you?
Even though it was down 26%, if you were holding it, you could have, would have,
Yeah.
and should have gotten out early, right when it gapped down big time like that. There's no reason to hold it throughout the entire day like that. So just a monster sell off for there. And then ASIC, another new Integrity. This is an IPO, relatively new IPO. Another insurance company that flashed a breakout, flashed a big sell signal day, big outside candle, I should say.
Mhm.
But this also potentially reeks of a potential shakeout too. So we're just going to keep a close eye on that one. If I had owned it, if I had bought it, I definitely would have sold out today. Just on that sheer, just the shakeout, just the big look, the negative look, open at the high, selling off hard. But I'm going to keep an eye on that just to watch to see if this does shake out and ends up moving back higher, particularly with the market looking like we're in roll mode. So all in all, it was a subtly exciting session, especially when you start looking at the watch list. There's a lot of stocks that are just starting to peak up above their VWAPs. And that's exactly what you want to see for a new starting out, new rally. And that's what we got.
That's wonderful. I love to hear that. All right. Well, everybody, that is it. Thank you so much for watching here on YouTube or listening on Spotify. Make sure to hit those like and subscribes and rate and review us. For those of you who want more information about who we are, what we do, check out our website, VWAPvision.com. That's VWAPvision.com. If you prefer to consume all of your stock and trade information online or on your socials, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, Twitter, X. So make sure you subscribe there and see what we've got coming down the pipeline. And last but not least, if you want access to all the goodies, all the good stuff, all the extras, the specials, the perks, head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Empire Algorithmic Trading. And Jace, until ever review, sir, happy trading.
Hey, thanks, buddy. We'll see you soon. Bye.